guys, welcome back to the channel, man. Today is gonna be kind of a really quick one for you. Unfortunately, I have a lot of yard work that I need to do, and I've chosen that today I'm gonna pick up on getting that all done. Yeah, I have kind of let the yard get a little bit away from me. Yeah, I need to go through and weed eat and knock all this stuff down. Gonna have to rake really good. Try to get as much of this dead grass and little debris, bro. There's like freaking little pieces of trash all over the place, like this. Anyhow, I want to get back to having grass in my yard, so I'm going to attack that today. So before I get going on that, I want to knock a really quick video out for you guys. The Silverado, all the windows on it are real hazy. I would like to buff these windows because it's going to give it a much better look appearance wise, and then also be able to see out of them a lot better. So yeah, it's locked right now. I don't know if you guys can see that glare. It's just like the Mustang. If any of you guys saw the video where we buffed the windows on the Mustang, these windows are exactly the same. Not only that, but then they're also just really, I don't know what you'd call it, like dry, you know, like sun damaged. As you guys know, if you followed along with this build, this truck sat in a field for like something like 6 years. It just sat in a field, just getting beat on by the sun. So I'm sure those windows need a little bit of buffing. Before I get started on that though, I need to swap back to my Steelies because I don't want to drive on these tires. Not only is it mismatched, I have two different size tires on each side, so the truck is kind of sitting a little sideways, but those tires are dry rotted all hell. I don't want to drive on those, so I need to get these put back on there until I can get some tires for the Silverado wheels. Look, I guess I shouldn't have made such a bold statement if I wasn't 100% sure. The guy that I bought the Yukon from, those wheels that are on the Yukon came off of an Escalade that he bought for parts. So he was under the impression that they were Escalade wheels because they were on the Escalade that he bought for parts. So he passed that knowledge on to me that they were Escalade wheels, and I just went with it. And I was like, oh yeah, Escalade wheels. I don't know any different. But yeah, a lot of you guys put in the comments that those are Silverado wheels, actually newer Silverado, like 2010-ish and up or something. I'm not 100% sure on that, but thank you for schooling me on it.
Oh yeah.
Jesus, torquing 6-lug wheels is a workout. Good Lord. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move this thing out back so we're not trying to buff these windows in the direct sun, just baking the shit. But you know what? I haven't even driven this thing at all since we took the camper off because we had those other wheels on it. I wanna see if it's like any different now, being that it doesn't have all that damn weight on the back. Maybe it's a little better. Maybe we don't even need a C-notch. I'm just kidding. Baby.
I told you!
I drove right over it. Forgot the tire shock again.
And I told him, guys, I swear.
Oh my. Ooh.
It looks different out the back.
Oh, I know. You can actually see out the back.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Isn't that freaking
no, I was
nuts?
looking out the mirror and you see like...
Yeah, no, this entire time, I haven't been able to see out my back window.
Look at that.
Because I had 3 windows to look through. You know what I mean? Now I can actually see out there. Oh, we could do the rear-facing camera.
Ooh.
For the damn, the damn, dash cam.
Damn dash cam. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You got rear defrosters, babe.
Dude, it actually feels a little quicker now.
Oh my god.
Maybe it's actually not as bumpy, huh? Dude, normally we're like doom, 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 doom. Holy crap.
Oh, never mind, it's back.
Yeah, well, we went over the bump in the road. Ah, the old man neighbor.
Ah, the peasants of the hood.
It's setting the camera off.
What the hell?
It actually does feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. We still definitely need the C-notch. And definitely need new shocks.
Oh yeah.
But it feels a lot better without all that weight back there.
It's cute.
Dude, night and day difference. Good Lord. Alright, first thing we're going to do is go ahead and wipe all the windows down with some alcohol because they're all dusty and dirty already. Alright, I'm going to try to show you guys a before here. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it. Do you see that reflection? Like, this is after wiping the windows down really good with alcohol. So it should be nice and clear, but it's not. All this is like stained into the window because it's like, I don't know, just sun damaged. I wonder if you can see it from inside out. Oh yeah, you could definitely see that. So I think this is more like a scratch inside of the tint on the inside. I'm gonna try to mess with that, but for the most part I don't recommend you trying to buff too much on tint because you might just make it worse. But yeah, this is gonna be something that you can do on any of your cars. Like any car, this is gonna make it look better. Even if you don't have a bunch of like oxidation and stuff, even if your windows aren't really bad. I've done this like on my Hondas and stuff back in the day, and it's that little extra detail, you know, that just makes the car pop and look good, is whenever your windows look really good. It's a before and after that you don't even realize it until you do it, and you're just like, damn, dude, that actually does look a lot better. Anyhow, I've learned my lesson. I'm not going to just raw dog it.
What? What the hell?
We're gonna put some protection, baby. We're gonna put some protection. So I'm gonna go around and actually tape off around the edge of all the windows so that we're not fighting to get all the wax residue and stuff out. It is something that I most certainly have seen done before, but I do want to say thank you to the person that put in the comments in the last time that we did this, that you want to mask it off, because it kind of refreshed my memory. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot you.
Yay.
Anyhow, yeah, we're gonna go through and mask all the black trim off, because whenever you start swinging the wax and stuff, the compound that we're going to be using, it gets all stuck inside of the crevices and everything, and honestly it's really hard just to get it off of any of the black trim in general. So gonna try to mask it off the best that I can so that we don't have so much cleanup and save us some work. Alright, so what we're going to be using today is the same stuff I used last time. This is Presta cutting compound. It's a 2-stage, so you have step 1 and step 2. The first one is a cutting, so this is supposed to, you know, take out minor scratches and whatnot. And this one is the finisher, which just polishes it and makes it all shiny. And we're going to be applying it with these little guys right here, which just go onto a drill chuck. I don't know where my small one's at. There it is. All right, so you can get these on Amazon. A subscriber actually sent these ones to me. Shout out to whoever that was. Yeah, it's just a Velcro piece with a chuck you put on your drill, and then all of these guys just literally Velcro on there. This is what we're going to be using today. Last time I used my high speed, which worked great, but I think that this will get the job done. I don't feel like running a cord for my high speed.
Yeah, I agree.
It is what it is. But for now, baby's going to take one of these, and you could also just use it by hand.
Yeah, I'm going to dabble, right?
So we're going to take our step 1, and you just want to get this thing wet, just like that.
Uh-huh.
And then come over here and
make shapes.
Yeah, you just kind of splot it around, you know what I mean? And then you're just gonna come back and do the circles.
Aye, aye, Captain.
And what you're wanting to do is just leave a thin layer behind. You want to try to avoid leaving too much actual like white.
Got it.
Like this right here, it's a little thick. You want to just leave a thin layer behind.
Got it.
Just like that. Baby's gonna do that while I continue taping the other side. Alright, so now with these windows all coated, we're just going to grab a new sponge and throw a fresh sponge on the drill. Now we're just gonna come back and buff all this stuff off. Wax on, wax off.
All right, now we're done with step 1. Time for step 2, and we're gonna use a new pad. Yay!
Switch them out.
That's your job, baby.
Here. Yeah, the Velcro tries to pull up off of it. Take the camera, baby.
You're setting me up,
Before
baby.
you tear the damn thing up.
You're setting me up. What the hell?
All right, so like she said, we're moving on to step 2. Step 1 is now done, and we're gonna switch out our pads because these are now contaminated with step 1.
Ew, step 1.
Ew. And
That one looks squishier.
I'm gonna use this one on the drill,
Okay.
and then this one will be the applicator,
The dabber.
the dabber.
Ooh.
And do yourself a favor if you're using a step 1 and 2, when you're done with step 1, like clearly set that sumbitch aside, because I did that before.
And you almost did it now. Just kidding, no you didn't.
Douchebag. Anyhow, step 2 is the same exact way. I think maybe a little bit thicker.
You want it thick, baby?
Not like super thick, because then it's gonna take forever to get it off. But something kind of like this.
I gotcha.
Just like that. Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Just like that.
You're doing my window.
Just like that.
My window. Oh.
Just like that.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Who lives in a Silverado that's under the
Better not be under the sea.
sun?
Yeah.
Braven says this thing came from under the sea.
Oh my.
Every time we're in the engine bay or something, I'm like, dude, look how filthy that is. He goes, under the sea. I'm like, screw you, you bastard.
Better keep up, baby. I'm getting good at this.
I gotta get my battery.
Oh my god. Didn't we just talk about this?
I put my battery on the charger for the downtime. So it was ready. Oh, horse shit.
What?
Supposed to do tight spirals, woman. You got that done too fast. Baby, come back.
Baby. Oh my god.
Stop it too fast. The brake on the drill stops and it makes this thing go the opposite direction, spin off. Dude, the tape is so much easier than having to remove all that freaking residue. Holy crap. I mean, you waste a lot of tape, but
It's worth it.
it's worth it because you save so much time. Good lord.
What the hell?
I fell into a black hole, babe. You see it?
You ain't getting no lunch now.
No lunch.
Yeah, you scared me.
Oh, Jesus. Whatever. Kill the battery. Alright, glass is looking absolutely freaking amazing. There is still the windshield left to do. I do want to do the windshield. One thing that sucks, bro, like, I don't know why can't these fold up, you know? Like, why do some vehicles fold up out of the damn way and some you just can't? I don't know if there's a place to put something to hold it in the up position or what, but that's freaking annoying. But before I get going on the windshield, I actually want to see if I can make this a little bit better. I do plan on tinting these windows, so the old tint is gonna come off, but for the time being, I'm gonna try and see if I can't at least lighten these scratches and make it a little bit more translucent so it doesn't look like that. I'm gonna use a black pad. The black pads are the least abrasive. Don't be fooled, man. Even though all this stuff is foam, they are still very much so abrasive, and you'll find that out really quick, especially on something like window tint. You put that on a drill and start spinning it, it'll scratch the living shit out of it like you're using sandpaper. So the least abrasive one in most cases is the black one, is the softest one. So I don't know if I have any clean black ones. I've used just about all of them. Yeah, so I'm gonna need to rinse one of these out really good, and then we're gonna give that a shot. And I'm also only gonna use stage 2, the actual polishing, because stage 1, again, this has grit in it. This is designed to kind of microscopically sand, is what this is for. That's why it's cutting compound. I don't want to cut into my tint. I want to polish it. I really hope I don't regret doing this. But you know what? We're gonna find out. We're learning today. All right, well, I'm not gonna lie, man. This is actually working a lot better than what I was expecting to work. So I decided to just say screw it, and I'm full sending it now. I actually taped off and I covered the whole thing with stage 1. I actually tried it. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try it and see what it does. And it was really fading that out quite a bit. So I did the driver door, also did the passenger door over there, because they both have some minor little scratches and stuff, defects inside of the tint. Like I said, dude, this is temporary because I do want the tint on this truck to be darker. But for the time being, what's on there, it would be nice if it looked a little more presentable, you know? Baby's back here working hard to get this adhesive up. We did all that we could whenever we took everything out in the last video. But dude, this stuff, like, that takes some work, huh, baby?
And I even got most of the stuff off over here, so now just
oh yeah. Yeah, this stuff was a lot worse than what it is now. And then there was more of it going all the way across here. Dude, there was just adhesive and weird shit all over the damn place. So once we actually get it all scraped off, like Jessica's doing, and the only thing that's left is adhesive, then we can get the rest of the adhesive off with just some acetone and wipe it down really good, you know? Because I do want to bedline this eventually, and whenever we do go to bedline it, it's gonna make it so much easier to prep this damn thing if we get all this out of here now. Because
especially while it's warm and it comes up.
Yeah, it is pretty warm out right now.
Well, just in general, because winter it'd probably be more sticky and cold.
Well, I want to bedline this son bitch way before winter.
Oh my god.
I want to do it like
yesterday,
this next month probably.
Yay.
Or in the beginning of the month.
Ooh.
Well, whenever I get the bed off to do all the work underneath, I want to do the body work and everything on the bed.
Yeah.
And then I'm probably just gonna spray it and do the bed liner and everything while I have it off.
Oh my god.
And then just put it back on and it'll be done, you know?
That would be amazing.
But I don't know how deep I'm going to get into this, because really the back of the cab needs to be done too. I know. The back of the cab needs to be done too, because the clear coat on it's all yellowing. But then there's also a lot of blemishes from there forward.
Don't look that far.
And I also want to paint the bumpers. I got to color match the bumpers and stuff. Like, there's a lot, man. There's definitely a lot. Definitely a rabbit hole. Anyhow, I think this is ready to get the buffing. What?
Rabbit hole Easter.
What the hell, babe? Jesus, Dad.
What, son? Sorry.
No, son. So this is before. And this is after. Now granted, it's not perfect. You can tell where the scratches were at, of course. Like you can literally still see them. I'm not gonna bullshit you guys, but it is now translucent, dude. You can see straight through them, where before it was just like white and you couldn't see through that section. Well, kind of like this one back here. I tried as hard as I could on this one, but it wasn't coming out the way that this did. I think it's because it's kind of tight in the corner. It's hard to really go hard on that, but it is what it is, dude. I'm definitely happy with that. It's a lot better than what it was. And it looks a lot more presentable until I actually do get the tint redone. I decided to go ahead and remove these for now to get them out of my way. For one, the damn windshield wipers are completely shot. And the arms themselves definitely need to be painted. So now I have them off. Next time I'm spraying something black, I can spray these with it. All right, last window, man. Got this thing all masked off. Got step 1 all smeared on there. Now this right here is a step that I have to tell you guys, I highly recommend you don't skip this. Whether you need to find some newspaper or something inside of your house, some freaking printer paper or something, you want to cover that damn cowl up, dude, because all those little speckles and everything that is going to swing off of this will get embedded and stuck in there and you'll never get it out. I mean, you can, but dude, I have sat there with the pressure washer and a scrub brush for hours trying to get all the damn little speckles out. It's a pain in the ass where you can just take, you know, 5 minutes and just mask it off. But anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and try to fly through this, just get this windshield done. This is probably the most important piece of glass to get all nice and clear, right? Save the best for last. Last but not least. Glass is done. God, my voice cannot do that right now. All right, all the damn glass is done. Good Lord, I'm not gonna lie, dude. This was supposed to be a quick and easy thing. What, 3-4 hours later, babe? 4? Jessica says it's been 4 hours. It was kind of a lengthy process, dude. There's a lot of windows on this truck, all right? But I know it's gonna make a huge difference. And I'm gonna show you guys how good they look as soon as we get this thing pulled around out front. And I'll I'll take some drone footage, so it's, you know, the drone footage is all buttery and smooth. But before we pull this thing out of the shade, I want to pull the third brake light off up there because we have some LEDs to put inside of there. That came with the interior kit that we were never able to put in before because there was a camper shell in the way. You know, I haven't even checked to see if those lights work, like whatever bulbs are in there so far. And of course my keys aren't in here. There they are. Yeah, I gotta tell you, it's only 90 degrees right now in Arizona. It feels like 120, but it's only 90. What? Is it humid? Oh, it is humidity right now, huh? Because we have a storm coming in. It's supposed to reach us by the weekend, I guess. But yeah, dude, I'm not looking forward to the 120 degree days that are coming because it's miserable right now. Look, baby's fainting back here.
Nap time.
Nap time out here in this heat? Girl, you are crazy. Oh, crap. I was supposed to check and see if these lights come on.
I'll let you know. No.
Yeah, they're on. What do you mean no? Freaking douchebag, what the hell? Alright, can you guys see that? Yep, camera sees it. So that's before. Fucking no. Thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
Good looking out.
You're welcome.
Guess I should have brought something to pry with.
It's on the couch.
What?
Your pry thing, it's orange. Second cushion in.
Oh. Wow, interesting. My first time ever taking one of these off. Alright, this is the stock bulb that was inside of there, and this is the LED that came with our Amazon pack for all the interior lighting. Already tell there's gonna be a big difference in that, boy. I'm gonna go kick the light on and make sure that I don't have these in there backwards.
I got you, babe. No.
Oh yeah, those are on. And after. What the hell? Are they on? What the fuck?
See, I didn't say it this time. No, they just turned on right now.
That's on?
Yeah.
That's not on.
No, dead serious. They just flickered. Yeah, see, look. Does it look? Don't do anything. Come here.
Is it on right now?
Look it. What do you say? I think that's off.
Okay.
Yeah, off and then do it again. Now on.
That's on?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I guess they're coming on, but they're not very bright. Why ain't they very bright? I mean, I feel like it should be brighter than that, right? Well, I know it's daytime, but I feel like they'd be brighter than that.
I know, but it kind of reminds me of these. They don't, like, reflect anything.
Bro, look at that. Look at that damn light, bro. That thing is like the sun's directly on it. You can see that, boy. What the hell? Alright. Yeah, there's something weird about that.
Probably why the camper was on.
God, you're right, babe. We need to just put the camper back on.
No, I'll be back.
And after. I have no idea what was wrong with them. I just took it off. I took them out, put them back in, and now they're working again. Maybe one was in there a little crooked. I don't know, but they're working now. That's all that matters. And they're definitely a lot brighter. And if they're not brighter, at least they look a lot nicer, right? Ooh. Ah. Yeah, very nice. Alright, one last thing that I want to do in today's short little quick video. I really hope the cloud cover stays whenever I need to go and start doing the yard work out front. It's nice when the cloud is over the sun, but as soon as that thing pops out, man, it's miserable. But anyhow, as you guys know, we put this dash cam inside of the Cat Eye, and it has a rear camera. So this thing's really cool, dude. So it's got the forward-facing camera, of course, and then it has this camera right here that actually faces inside of the cab of the truck. I'm sure if you guys have watched any of the videos where I've used the footage from this, you've seen that it's good quality, dude, and it picks up good audio. Like, I enjoy it. This has been a great addition for me as far as tools for making content, you know what I'm saying? And I never put the third camera in because we had a camper shell in the back, and I would have had to run it all the way to the back of the camper shell, which I didn't want to do. Now, I'm kind of torn in between the two options, whether to put this thing all the way to the back, like I didn't want to do, right? As basically a backup camera, I would call it. It would help with backing up to the trailer, but if I'm being honest with you guys, I really don't need help backing up to my trailer. I kind of am fine backing up to a trailer. Like, I understand how to center my trailer. Like, I look and see how much is sticking out of each side of my mirror, and I pretty much don't really struggle with that. So while this would make it easier, if I was to do that, then let's say whenever I park this thing in a parking lot, if I did have anything sitting back here, it takes video while I'm, like, let's say sitting inside of QT. Getting some taquitos or something. If somebody reaches into the back of my truck and grabs something, this camera would not get that person if it was back there on my license plate, but it would get it if it was right here in the back window. But another thing, as far as making content, and which is what I kind of like this dash cam setup for, whenever I go and pick stuff up, dude, like whenever I go to somebody off of Marketplace's house and I'm like, let's say buying a set of wheels, you know, I use my footage from inside the cab because I'm like, hey, we're pulling up to the guy's house in front of the truck because it shows me walking up, meeting the guy. And then, for instance, if I had this on the back window, then I would get the footage of me loading it all up, like all in one camera. You know, I have 3 different angles, and I feel like that would benefit me more if I was to just put it on the back window. So I think that's what we're gonna go ahead and do, man, is put it on the back window. So we've already done the hard work. The only thing that we have to do is run this cord. Not this one. This is for transferring data. We just have to run this cord from the dash camera. Has a plug on the top, so we got to run it up with our other cord into the headliner, and then run it up and around, and then all the way to the back. Probably gonna follow just all the way around in the headliner, and then drop down, and then just, this thing has double stick tape on it, and just stick it right in the center back there somewhere. Good old antenna comes in handy once again. I've passed so many wires with this thing. Oh my god. Firewalls and headliner. Alright, the light is on the camera.
I see ya.
You can see it?
Oh my god, it's so close.
I'd assume like that.
Yeah.
So
then you can see in the bed.
yeah.
You see it? This is the
Oh
bed.
wow, that is freaking sick.
There you go. Try and keep it like that between the lines.
So you don't have a line going straight through it.
Yeah, that's it.
Go back to it. So that's in the middle of the window right there.
Yeah, I was just trying to put the whole camera up so you can only see the back.
So I want to do it. Is that good?
Yes.
And then I can angle it
Yeah.
anyhow I want.
Oh yeah. That's perfect. Because
Alright,
then you get the
sticking.
cars behind you.
Yeah, that's gonna. So I'm trying to put the camera in the camera.
Oh
So
yeah.
I'm trying to footage.
Footage, a little more. Try it to the driver's side a little more. That looks centered right there. Yep. I got corner of your bed, so it's perfect.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's stuck.
See, I got the corner here of your bed.
God, I have sweat in my eye. Still sweat in my eye. Oh my god. Oh yeah, nice.
That's why I tried to line it
Down like that. That's freaking sick, dude. I like that. All right, just gotta tuck all the wires.
Ah, shit.
Good lord, I have everything torn apart.
I got a safety pin if you need it.
Damn, now we got all the angles, babe. All the angles.
Yay.
Is he recording right now?
Oh yeah.
Hey! So that means that I don't even have to grab the camera and record another sick. Alright, gonna clean up our mess out here, get the truck pulled around out front, take drone footage of the blinging ass windows, and then we're gonna call it quits for this video and get to doing some yard work. Dude, you see how, did you ever notice how bad this window was?
Yeah.
Like, and you know what I'm thinking?
So
I'm thinking that this tint, because this truck sat inside of a field for so long, and this tint didn't turn purple, and I was able to buff it like that, so like aggressively, like I buffed the shit out of that, and it didn't like burn it or scratch it. This must be ceramic tint, so I'd assume it's pretty good tint. Well, today was just some little things, man. The LED cargo lights, and of course getting the third camera finally. Son, bitch. The third camera finally installed inside of here, which was definitely huge. Got the wire all tucked in. I think I showed you guys that. I definitely need to do a new headliner on this truck eventually at some point, but buffing the windows actually makes a huge difference. I know the before and afters probably don't come across as dramatic on video as it does in person, but the windows on this thing, like, Dude, to be honest with you guys, this truck was kind of a clapper whenever I got it. And we're doing every little bits at a time to make it a nice truck, you know? Appearance wise, I mean, it runs great, dude. It needed a transmission. We did that. We've lowered it. We put different wheels on it. It had some really hideous ass wheels on it. The headlights and tail lights were in terrible condition. Of course, we're gonna address the paint, the interior, bumpers, color mat. We're gonna do a lot of stuff still to this truck. It still has a long ways to go. Doing little things like buffing the glass and getting rid of all the water spots and all the haze and stuff that was on it just makes a huge difference to the appearance of it. Definitely makes it look a lot nicer, like a lot nicer of a truck, you know what I mean? It's one of those things that just kind of always drove me nuts as I approach it. Like, you can see that the windows just had that haze to them, like the truck has just been sitting in a field for years, in which it was. Anyhow, I hope that you guys can see the difference at least somewhat on camera. So by all means, man, this is one of those kind of things that I recommend everybody to do. It makes a huge difference to the appearance of your vehicle, even if your car doesn't have all the flaws that mine has, you know, missing paint, ginormous freaking dents, but yet doing the glass steel just makes it look that much better. So if your vehicle doesn't have all those flaws, once again, it's just gonna make it look that much better. But anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please do smash the like button. If you didn't, maybe you just need to lower your standards a little bit. Smash the like button for me, because I'm about to be out here sweating my ass off doing yard work, man. Later.